Well, again, I learned more today. Every time I sit through this process, I learn a great deal, and I hope you did too. We're going to have a little discussion time. We're going to take maybe 5 minutes or so and open this up. I'm going to ask Tim Culverhouse to come up and join me. And Tim, do you want to start by kind of looking at your observation, and then I'll go on?
Sure. Chet could easily just say, are there any questions? And I think it's characteristic of him, the way he's coordinated this effort and the ongoing effort, that he says, well, I could also bring somebody else up here to say, are there any questions? And I appreciate that. My job is going to be to sort of edit all this material and make it easy for you to find on this website and to refer to. And at each of these events, I've seen new things, as Chet mentioned, heard new things. My thoughts have become clearer, and I hope that will make the result clear for everyone. So, your questions and suggestions, thinking about them as helping us, as I think Paul said at the beginning, that you are teaching others. We're teaching others down the road. So, questions or thoughts, please?
There's a microphone up in the front, and I'm actually going to start it. Kevin, if I understand it correctly, and I can never say the name properly, come on up to the mic for a second, the ACM, if I understand it, you're actually doing a test, about to do a test on that, and comparison test. Why don't you share that with everybody, because I found that fascinating.
Yeah, I'm like most architects and people in the world. I'm very skeptical when people start changing my perspective of things. But we're going to take 2 classrooms in a school district in Southern California and Northern San Diego County, and they're going to be old relocatables that are going to be demolished anyway eventually, and we're going to outfit one of them with the bio-PCM material per whatever the specifications for how the amount of material and the type. It comes in all kinds of varieties. And then right next to it, we're going to have an identical classroom that we're just going to leave fit, and we're going to monitor both of them for 3 months and come up with what the results are, because I want to actually implement this in a major modernization job we're doing for the district at a different campus. So we will have results by the end of summer. So we'll add that to the website.
I think that's just terrific, because now we're getting down to really making some changes. So maybe you've had a chance in that little time to think of any questions or any discussion items. I know it's getting late in the day and you all want to go drink someplace. But are there any issues, any ideas that you'd like to bring forward? And yeah. Yes, in the back, but can you speak loudly or come up to the mic, whichever.
Microphone. A question, and I'm going to throw it out to whatever the experts are, but I'm really interested in the urban school situation and how you balance acoustics with natural ventilation, where you might be getting exhaust on P80 or I5 or whatever. So I'm just going to throw that out: acoustics versus natural ventilation, open windows, and the pollutants that are outside.
Obviously, a very important issue. I can't see where is she? I guess she's left.
Did Pauline sneak out? There she is.
No, there she. Pauline, you want to? There's a mic right down in front of you there.
Yeah, Pauline wanted to sneak out, but so we have definitely been looking at that this balance between natural ventilation and where you are at the street. It really depends on whatever the particulate matter reading is, the PM 2.5 that we're all kind of starting to measure. I think we found in most urban settings that because of the Bay Area quality of our air, it still is worth looking at natural ventilation as a way to passively bring air into classrooms. That's a general. So the acoustic issues there's a couple things, right? With the school that we had, the acoustics were off the charts in terms of the reading because of the thin skin. So when we started to insulate more of the spandrel and looked at that, and then did double pane glazing, even though, of course, acoustics is based on wherever sound can go through, we made it a much better condition theoretically in our analysis. So we're finding that's a good place we still think that's a better way to go than to mechanically ventilate at the street level, even though we were 4 feet from curb or 4 feet from sidewalk. Does that answer the question?
What we're coming to, in this, if you remember at the beginning, I put the sign up that said more questions than answers. This is all about balance. We're just on an exploratory curve here trying to find out where to go, but your question is really valid, but it's valid for each different project. It's going to be a different set of issues at each project. Anything else you want to add? No? Go ahead.
Did anyone else
No?
want to add?
Any other questions or ideas? And I'm sorry, the light's pretty blurry, so I can't see if there are any hands out there. Well, let me just tell you, here's our plan going forward. We're going to wrap this up. Give me 1 minute. We're looking to coordinate, to have every single school district develop an education plan that coordinates with a funding plan, that coordinates with a integrated master plan. That's our goal in the future, and what we really need are champions, and I'm hoping that in this room there are some champions that will work hard to make that happen and go back to your school districts and get people on the board and people in the legislature to help us make this go. We can't do it alone. The ideas are really terrific, but we really need your help and your assistance. We need some champions to make this whole thing go. And we do have a couple champions, and again, I want to thank Big Ass Fans and DPR Construction for their support in this whole process. I thank all of you for coming. I hope that this was valuable. I know that we fed you water through a fire hose, but I think that there's enough ideas that we can all go back and do something great. And I want to thank the 7 architects that worked on this, the 7 firms. They've been amazing. They've made me be proud, very proud of being an architect, because I saw them working together to do not only good things for their firms, but good things for the students and the teachers and the faculty and the staff for the state of California. So I want to thank you guys again for all of your hard work. Have a great rest of the day, and some of us will be around. We can kibitz if you want to, but thank you. I know it's been a long one for you.